Hi guys, welcome back. At this point you've already watched the Big 6 lesson introduction, and so now you're coming back and you're watching this Big 6 conclusion. So review of the lesson purpose. Like I said in the other video, I am Miss Neighbors, I'm the librarian, and the purpose of this part of the lesson is to introduce you to all of the parts of the Big 6 and help you figure out how to use those. So here's the handout that you should have. We're going to look at it real fast. On the handout, you do have all 5 steps, and they tell you what the steps are, and then it tells you what this actually does. Here are some resources. I've got 3 different videos. Here's the first one. The other 2 don't kind of pop up like that. And then there are 2 websites. The first website is actually from the Big 6. It's their organization. And then this kind of gives you a nice graphic in the step order, kind of in a cycle of how you would do this. And then here's a little snippet of the other video.
Grammarly's 5 tips for writing a professional email.
Email writing is super important.
So it looks like this. And then the third video is a how-to, and it goes through this Big 6 research method. So this is the handout. I did try to make sure it was color organized so that you could see each one individually. And alright, so Big 6 step number 1. It's task definition, and what you're doing with the task definition is identifying the problem, or in this case, you're looking at your research topic, and you're trying to decide what information do you need in order to complete your project or your research over this topic. Big 6 step number 2 is information seeking strategies, and so you're going to be asking yourself, what sources can be used to solve this research topic that you have? What sources can you use? And then more than just what you can use, it's also looking for the best. I mean, you could look on a database and you could find maybe 100 articles, but not all of them are going to be the best sources to use. So this is where you're going to be thinking critically about what would make a source best. Then you got step number 3. This is location and access. You need to then find sources. And once you find those sources, you have to find the specific information that you're going to extract from those sources. So you're not going to use every single part of an article or a book or a resource. You're going to use little snippets of it. Maybe a sentence, maybe a phrase, maybe different phrases throughout it, so you're finding specific information for step 3. Step 4 is your use of information. You have to engage with the sources. It's not enough to just locate them. You actually have to spend time sifting through them, reading them, digesting the information, and then you're going to take out what's important from the sources, and specifically what's important to your research topic. Alright, step 5 is synthesis. Once you've taken out all the information, you've gathered up, you've got credible sources, you've got the information that you need, you are now going to organize that information from the sources that you used. And this could be, depending on what your project is, this could be in the form of a presentation, maybe you're creating a speech, maybe you're writing an essay, whatever your project is, you're going to organize the information in such a way that you can present that information. And then lastly is Big 6 step 6. It's evaluation. This is also a critical thinking part, and it's reflective. You're reflecting on 2 aspects. The first one is the finished product. Is it effective? Did you do what you were supposed to do? Did you find credible or reliable sources? Credible means reliable. Did you organize them efficiently? Did you get correct information? And the second part is to reflect on the process. how efficient was the process that you used to complete your research. So to conclude, the Big 6 is designed for you to solve informational problems. You are going to allow the Big 6 to guide your research project. All of the information that you find has to be vetted for content and quality, which is credibility. And then finally, you're going to evaluate your finished product and your process.